She's sugary, she's spice. She is everything plus nice. Take her one-on-one class and she provides the best advice. She'll take you down to the trenches, but only to lead a new way. Only for the sake of you and your legacy to establish a new day. Let's give a warm welcome to the Chief Reprimander and the Supreme Hugger, Chi Smith.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Inner Chi Show. I am your host, Chi Smith, here on this wonderful Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a great week. You know, I say that every week, but I mean it. I truly mean it. I truly mean it. Because, hey, one day, can be full of a lot of activity and events that will elongate a certain period of time. But nevertheless, thank you so much for tuning in. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to hang out with Chi Smith here. So thank you. Thank you. Those of you who have been tuning into the Inner Chi Show for a certain period of time, you guys know we want to grab our pen and our paper. Why? Because here at the Inner Chi Show, we love to learn. Okay? We love to learn. And it's so important to learn. We learn about words, what the words mean. And not only that, but along the way of the show, you may hear a few nuggets that may resonate with you. And so you want to kind of write them down. So as we know, writing things down helps us retain knowledge and information. So go grab your pencil, your pad, because we're going to do some learning tonight. And tonight's topic is going to be a little heavy, yet very informative. Also, there is going to be some opportunity for us to apply some of this stuff to our daily life. Why? Because even here at the Inner Chi Show, we talk about what we get here is not for others. It's for us first. It is for others, but it's for us first, right? We get it for ourselves so that we can gain the clarity, knowledge, and wisdom and understanding. And then we can share that information with others. And then allow it to be a domino effect. Why? Because we want this world to technically be better. I hope you guys feel that way, right? I really hope you guys feel that way. So if you haven't grabbed your pen and paper, go do that, because we're going to do some learning tonight. And boy, listen, tonight, we are going to talk about, are you a CEO leader? Are you a covering each other leader? So if you've been following Chi Smith Facebook personal page, you have been seeing a few posts leading up to tonight as it relates to covering each other. And guys, this dropped in my spirit and I just couldn't shake it. I still can't shake it today, which is why this will be a series. So you definitely want to make sure you grab your pen and your paper, because every week will be a different type of subcategory, if you will, as it relates to covering each other. Are you a CEO? Are you a CEO leader? See, it is understood that people want that title, right? It's good to say that. It's good to say, I'm the CEO. I own this. This is mine. It's my brand, my name, all the above. But what is a CEO if you properly don't know how to lead? And a part of leading is covering those that you are leading. CEO is a leadership position. You're at the top, you're at the head. People are looking up to you. People are looking for you for the answers. But not only just that, are you covering those that are asking you the questions? Are you covering those that are going to be coming along the way to your wonderful organization? We want the title, but sometimes we don't want the responsibility. And covering each other is what? A responsibility, y'all. You know, it's just Tuesday, but I feel like it's a whole week. And so I saw here recently that something that was very disheartening to me, where I witnessed an individual crying out due to disloyalty. Okay. And it was more of the cry out of anger, frustration, disappointment. And you hear about shenanigans like that all the time, right? Amongst the people. We hear about disloyalty. But never have I actually witnessed a spiritual leader with my own eyes in that much pain and agony as it relates to some disloyalty that just took place. And so it occurred to me as we are speaking about covering each other, the CEO leader, perhaps that individual was uncovered. At that moment, she was vulnerable. At that moment, she felt uncovered. Just when she thought she had a loyal crew, just when she thought she had a loyal individual in her corner, there lies the shenanigans. Are you a CEO leader? Let's talk about social media. We put a lot of emphasis on the followers. We want followers. We need the followers. We need them. We need them. We need them. We want them. We want them to see what we're doing. We want them to share, like, and share. And please like and share tonight, please. But we put a lot of emphasis on that. Social media. If you really had to cover each one of your followers, could you do it? See, we want 1.2 million. We want 590,000. We want the followers. But are you equipped to cover each and every one of your followers? Because to whom much is given, much is required. And if you are leading a flock, you are going to be responsible. Guys, if you just tuned in, welcome to the Inner Chi Show. I am your host, Chi Smith here, CEO of Energy. CEO, yes, as we are speaking about, are you a CEO leader? And yes, in my line of work, it is my responsibility to cover those who are taking counsel from me. Are you willing to stop and pick up the phone when you see someone's name? Are you willing to answer back immediately from that email? Are you willing to respond back to that text message? Are you willing to, when someone drops in your spirit, in your heart, when you think about them, do you pick up the phone? Do you call? Do you text? Do you go ride past their house and see how they're doing? See, we know a lot of organizations and companies where they do checks with their employees. They check in and see how they're doing, or they have manager go do it. They have management go and do it. Why? Because the CEO knows that it can't touch each and every one of the thousands of employees that they have. So what they do is they get the main leaders, the VPs, the district managers, whomever, directors, and they say, hey, this is what we're going to do. And I need you guys to go to your respective groups, your respective category of people, marketing, sales, IT, HR, and see about them. And if anybody comes back with any challenges, issues, concerns, let's reconvene and let's gather a game plan. Why? Because we want these employees to stay. We want to make them happy because this is how they're feeding their family. This is how they're paying their bills. That CEO is covering those employees. That CEO may not know those employees personally, but sometimes, see, that's another challenge that we have. We want to get too personal with people. You don't have to know all about their business to cover them. Come on now. How many times have you called somebody and said, I just need a word. I just need a sounding board. I need you to pray for me. Before you know, they done took over the whole conversation. And they ask you, well, what you need prayer for? Well, why? Well, what's going on? Can you truly cover those that have been sent to you and those that will come? So while you have your pen and paper, and those of you who don't, go grab your pen and paper, because while we love to learn here at the Inner Chi Show, write down the word loyalty. Y'all, that word been messing me up for a week. Ever since I dropped the C.E.O. covering each other topic. Why? Because that's a hard word for some people. It's a hard word, and you'll understand why in a minute. Loyalty. What is loyalty? A strong feeling of support. A strong feeling of support. Loyalty. A strong feeling of support. Do your followers have a strong feeling of support from you? Can you honestly say that you are providing strong support system? Can you say that as a CEO? Because as you are covering individuals, you're going to have a strong foundation of support. That is what a foundation is, right? Come on, architects. We all know, hey, a home is not going to stand long if it's got a weak foundation. So what you building? What are y'all building? What are we building? Are we building anything? Or do we just want the likes? Do we just want the followers? Do we just want to be seen? Or do we want to be the one to say, I did it first. I did it first. I was the first to do. Did nobody do it until I did it? Did nobody say it until I said it? Loyalty, a strong feeling of support. Now let's talk about some synonyms of the word loyalty. And y'all, this is what messed me up for real. We're talking about covering. If you are not prepared to cover each other, cover those who are with you and those who are to come, you might want to rethink and replay this tonight, another day, another week, next year. Synonyms: allegiance. Allegiance. We're going to come back to that word allegiance. Faithfulness. Faithfulness. Are you faithful over those that are following you today? Then they say you got to be faithful over a few things before you become ruler over many. Y'all know I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of leaning in tonight, because we got to lean in on this thing, covering each other. There are people that are roaming this earth that are being uncovered, and they are led to make whatever decisions that they think that is best because there was no covering. Spouses not covering each other, parents not covering children, leaders not covering employees. People just out here roaming, trying to figure it out. That's why you got so many people reaching and grabbing. They all discombobulated, confused. They don't know they right from they left. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they need. Perhaps there was never any actual real covering. They never experienced real covering. And some people are taking covering for smothering. They thinking you covering them means smothering them. All right, let's keep going. Homage. Loyalty means homage. Devotion. Trustworthiness. Commitment. Dedication. Let's go back to that word allegiance as it relates to loyalty. Let's talk about allegiance. See, I'm reminded by the story of Ruth, the book of Ruth, right? And we all know the book of Ruth. You know, everybody talks about it because, oh, Ruth found her Boaz. She found her Boaz. Girl, you're not going to be single for long. Your Boaz is coming. Okay. That's cool. But let's rewind the tape, because this is where covering each other really comes into play. As we know the story, and of course I am paraphrasing, please go and read it. It's only 4 chapters. Ruth was married into a family. A lady named Naomi and her husband, Elimelech. There was also a sister-in-law and another brother-in-law. So Naomi and Elimelech had 2 sons, and the 2 daughters married the 2 sons, right? Well, shoot, the husband died. Elimelech passed away. And then both sons passed away. Now, at this time, Naomi is like, look, ain't nothing here for me, girls. Ain't nothing here for me. I'm about to go back to my hometown, start life over, figure something out. But you 2, y'all ain't got no reason to be hanging around me. I'm an old woman. Y'all going about y'all way. Do you. Go do you, boo. Go do you. Figure life out. Go marry somebody else. Go enjoy a whole life. Well, one of the sister-in-laws said, I'm out. Ain't got to tell me twice. I'm out. But Ruth, though, Ruth said, nah, I'm sticking with you, Naomi. Who you worship is who I worship. Where you go, I go. What you eat, I'm going to eat. Where you sleep, I'm going to sleep. We're going to ride this thing out. I got you, Naomi. I got you. It ain't nowhere that you can go, and ain't nothing that you can do that I'm not going to partake in also. We're going to ride this thing out. Naomi was like, nah, go on, Ruth. Do your thing. Ruth was like, nope. We'll die together before I go my separate ways with you. Y'all, that's some loyalty right there. That is some true allegiance. That is some true devotion, faithfulness, commitment. Now, some of you be like, Ruth was crazy. Now, I did like that she found her Boaz, but Ruth was crazy. I would have went on by my life. I would have been living my best life doing something else. I would have been sticking around with that old lady. Some of y'all would have said that. So in my head, I say, wow, Naomi must have really impressed upon the heart of Ruth for her to be this loyal, for her to even say, look, we can even die together. Whoever you worship, I'm a worship. Whatever you do, I'm with you. Ruth shared a level of covering for Naomi that Naomi wasn't even expecting. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. In the ancient Greek, loyalty has some additional meanings: faith, credit, belief, trust, conviction, attachment, adhesion. And what stuck out to me was duty. As a CEO, it is your duty to cover your brother and your sister. It's your duty to cover one another. The way that things are today, guys, we have to cover one another. We have parents who are not covering the babies. Think about it like this. Oh my goodness. Think about a baby. Especially in this season, you want to make sure the babies are covered up, swaddled appropriately, face covered, hands covered, head covered, feet covered. Why? So that they can be free from any type of germs, diseases, exposure. True protection. Are we protecting one another to ensure that our brothers and sisters will not get exposed to diseases, germs, foreign things and objects? Do you care enough about your brother and your sister succeeding, excelling, maturing, healing, that you will help aid in protecting them? Even if it's just words of encouragement, even if it's just a listening ear, even if it's a prayer, even if it's just some words of affirmation. Duty. In a place of leadership, those of us who want to be in a place of leadership, you have a duty. If you have a business, if you are a business owner, you have a duty. We are all in the customer service industry. It is all about serving your clients, your customers to the fullest so that they are happy and so that they can return. That is a duty. That is having a level of loyalty to your clientele, whether you know them personally or not. So we can exercise that level of loyalty because we want their money. But you got little Jimmy over here trying to come up and learn something and want to be a little mentee of yours, and you don't have time for him. Let's talk about some benefits of covering each other. What are the benefits, Chi? You saying all of this, you're talking about loyalty, and that's just a subcategory under this umbrella, covering each other. Well, with loyalty comes protection, like we mentioned. Hence the word covered. When you take an umbrella on a rainy day, you are protecting yourself. You are covering yourself from rain, from whatever is out there. You don't want that to get on you. Are we helping our brothers and our sisters protect themselves, cover themselves? Are we covering them until they can figure out how to cover themselves? See, in that book of Ruth, it talked about Ruth gleaning. Gleaning means her being open to learning, picking up some nuggets along the way, she put her pride to the side and said, yo, I'm going to learn this. I'm going to do this. How many of us are willing to help those alongside of us learn it until they can do it themselves? But maybe we wasn't covered. Maybe no one was loyal to us. Maybe nobody truly showed us true commitment and devotion to us. See, here at the Inner Chi Show, we talk about people do what they do because they believe what they believe. And if you believe that someone doesn't deserve your commitment, you're not going to give it. If you feel like a person doesn't deserve the devotion to be devoted to them day in and day out and fully assist them and help them excel to the next level, you won't get it. Simple. But when was the last time you looked in your satchel and realized what you didn't have and willing to give it to someone else? See, in my lifetime, I got a few satchels of a lot of things that I did not have and I did not receive, but that did not mean that the next person did not deserve it. So what did I do? I learned it. I gleaned. I learned it. I gleaned. I put into action until I became proficient in it in order to teach someone else. That's what we do here at the Inner Chi Show, guys. We're here to learn for ourselves so that we can help others. That's what CEO means. Covering each other. Every Tuesday, we come here to learn about how to cover each other as you are growing in your business, as you are growing in your professional development, as you are growing as an overall human being. You are gleaning, you are learning, you are receiving so that you can apply it, become proficient in it, so that you can help your brother and your sister, your employees, your mentees, your clients, your customers. All right. Benefits of covering each other. The benefit of knowing that you're being covered, you can roam as you may with freedom. Think about the babies again. Have you ever had a moment where you looked at children, you say they just don't have a care in the world? Because they don't. Because they know that they're going to be cared for, or they are currently being cared for. Wow. The babies don't have a care in the world when they know that they are being protected, when they know they are being covered, when they know that all of their needs are met. Now, I know you say, Chi, I can't give everybody everything, and you don't have to. That's where discernment comes in. You have to seek and understand where and what you're supposed to provide for an individual. You're not supposed to give them everything, because maybe they're supposed to get a little bit of covering from you here in this season in their life. And then when they excel to the next season in their life, it'll be someone else who will meet them there to provide them with that level of covering. But when you are covered, baby, you can roam as you may with freedom. All right. Benefits of covering each other. It doesn't matter who knows your background when you cover. It don't matter. Let me say that again. When you're covered, it doesn't matter who knows your background. Y'all, I'm sorry that I am harping on this book, Ruth, But yo, when she told Naomi, yo, I'm going to rock with you. Like, yo, I ain't got nothing either. I'm going to rock with you. I'm not going to let you just go out here by yourself. Yo, I'm going to go to Moab with you. And we're going to do our thing. And yo, Ruth went with no hesitation. She didn't care who was over there in Moab that knew her background. She didn't care if they knew her husband died. She didn't care if they knew she came with Naomi and didn't have nothing, starting from scratch. Yo, when you know that you are covered and protected, your background doesn't matter, baby. Oh my gosh. I hope y'all are getting this tonight. I hope you are getting this tonight. When you are covered, encouraging words are often spoken into your life. When you are covered, when you are protected, when you cover others, encouraging words are often spoken. Often. Words of wisdom, words of knowledge, words of clarity, words of love, words of understanding. When you are covered. Do we not want people to walk around with clarity, wisdom, understanding, and knowledge? Okay. When you are covered, when you cover others, you don't have to work as hard. See, Ruth was down for Naomi, and Naomi was down for Ruth as long as Ruth was down for her. And that was already understood. What is it saying? What's understood don't have to be explained. See, Ruth didn't really have to work as hard when she got to Moab to be a harvester. Why? Because when Boaz met her or sought her out, it was said, hey, put a little bit over here so that she don't have to work as hard. First of all, who is this chick? Who is she? Oh, you know what? Boom, I got it. I know who she is. Because why? That was Boaz was Naomi's brother-in-law. Y'all go read the book, please. So he already knew really who Ruth was. But the fact that when you are covered, when you are known, when your name is spoken in rooms before you even get there, when there's a level of protection for you already where you are going before you get there, baby, you don't have to work as hard as the other workers. Did you hear me? Why? Because there has been a pathway already made just for you. See, you would want to cover each other so that you too can be covered one day or today. Come on. You don't have to work as hard when you are covered, baby. The pathway is already made for you. Someone in your family, your tribe, your village, your community will be able to redeem you. Oh man, are y'all getting this? See, this show tonight is truly only for those who truly want to be a CEO leader. Because again, as you get it for yourself, and when you give it to others, they will be able to give it to others. See, being a great leader is all you got to do is change one person. or make an impact on one person, the rest is a domino effect. The rest is a domino effect. All right, keep going, Chi. Benefits of covering each other. That means you can walk in confidence enough to share the good news with somebody else. You covered. You covered. You're protected. Why should you have a care in the world? You're going to go and spread all kind of good news. You can walk in confidence. You can walk in confidence. There's a test with babies who were hugged a lot in their infancy versus to those who didn't receive a lot of hugs. I'm a researcher too. Look it up. And those who did not receive enough hugs grew up with insecurities, were not as confident. But when you are covered and protected, you can walk in confidence. You have no care in the world. You can share the good news with those around you. When you have that person that's just bopping all over the place, happy-go-lucky, they always got a smile on their face, they always got something good to say, they always positive, they got confidence. They confident in who they are. Why should they be downtrodden? They know that they are protected. They know that they are covered. Oh, man. Cover each other. Are you truly a CEO leader? Are you willing to cover your brothers and your sisters like soldiers? Are you willing? Because see, we discussed that earlier in the post last week on Chi Smith's Facebook page on how when you are in war, when you are going to battle and you are fighting with your fellow soldiers, you got to cover each other's back. Why? Because your stance, you may not be able to see over your left shoulder. May not be able to see over your right shoulder. And you need another fellow man to see what's coming, to help protect you, to cover you. I know plenty of veterans. I've never been to the military, but guess what? I've got children who play video games. And they play the military ones. What is it? Call of Duty and some others. And you hear them talking about cover. Cover that area. Protect that area. Something is coming. I see something. Come over here. What if you had people to cover you the way you have been covered? See, it's apparent to me that when you can cover each other, how many enemies can you truly slay together when you're covering each other? See, again, I've never been to the military, but I could just imagine myself. I'm back to back with a fellow soldier, And I got everything that's coming this way to the front of me, and everything that's coming to my periphery over here and over here. And my partner behind me got what's coming in front of him and on the peripheral of the left and the right. So we got all this. So I can slay all that's coming to me so that it doesn't come to me or my partner. And my partner, sure enough, got my back. Y'all, we are better together. We're better together. That's only if we can cover each other. It was a little heavy tonight, guys. A lot to think about. Are you truly covering each other? Because we are in cover each other season. Because there is things that's happening from the left, from the right, from the front, from the back. We got stuff going on with babies. We got stuff going on with crazy folk here, there, all over the place. And if we are not in position to cover each other, we are going to miss a lot of things, and we're going to get hit from all different sides that we may not be able to easily recover from. You guys have heard me speak about, we are in a spiritual warfare. And if you don't grab these nuggets that is being shared with you here at the Energy Show every single week, baby, if you don't understand that what Chi Smith is sharing with you is spiritual, how can you apply that in the natural if you don't get it in the spirit? We have to cover each other so that we can keep building. Come on, y'all. It's all about building. Cover each other to build, not destroy. Y'all, that's all I got tonight. I appreciate you guys showing up. It was heavy, and it was tough for me to bring this to you. But a part of covering each other is understanding your loyalty to whom you're covering. Sometimes just not necessarily covering that person. It's covering the mission. It's covering the common goal. It's covering the dream. What is your mission? And are you associating and affiliating yourself with people that have the same mission? Maybe that's why we're not covering each other, because we are not in covenant and or partnership with people that got the same mission and vision and goals and dreams as us. We're thinking we're supposed to cover the person. We're supposed to cover the mission. What's the mission? What is the end goal? We still in January, the start of 22. What is the mission? What is the vision? Can you be loyal to the vision? Can you be committed to the vision? Can you have a strong feeling of support for those that you are building the vision with? Because that's all encompassing of covering each other. When you're working together for the common goal, the vision. What's the vision? What is the outcome of this vision? And are you willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that that vision comes to fruition? We can't stand a little quick 2-minute disagreement before we just throw it all away. We are in covering each other's season. And I want to encourage each and every one of you to walk in boldness as you are constantly being built up, as you are constantly building, gaining, gleaning. Understand what it takes to be covered so that you can cover someone else. We are in covering each other season. And tonight we talked about loyalty. You got to have loyalty in this covering each other season. And what is loyalty? Loyalty to the mission. What is the mission? Loyal to the vision. What's the vision? Loyal to the goal. What is that goal? Because as long as you can stay focused on that goal, that mission, and that vision, the covering will already take place. The protection will be there. I hope you guys were blessed tonight. We will come back next week with another subcategory of the Covering Each Other series. Tonight we discussed loyalty. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Inner Chief Show. I love y'all for real. Enjoy the remainder of your week. We'll see you next time. Peace.
She's sugary, she's spice. She is everything plus nice. Take her one-on-one class and she provides the best advice. She'll take you down to the trenches, but only to lead a new way. Only for the sake of you and your legacy to establish a new day. Let's give a warm welcome to the Chief Reprimander and the Supreme Hugger, G. Smith.